evening, Kenya.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you?
Um, Relax in at home.
Good,
Yes,
good.
off day.
Really?
Yes,
So today is the day off.
yes, and tomorrow.
Good for you.
Yes,
Good for you. Okay, Constantino. Good evening. How you doing,
Good
Constantino?
evening, teacher. I am so
Why
no
do you
bad
think so?
no good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Why?
Because uh, today I went to Ironman and the uh, come back to my house. The driver bus, uh,
The bus
the bus
driver
driver. uh, how do you say se fue?
went.
Went for Santiago, Texacuangos. Uh, it, it's- it was a long, a long travel.
A long
Yeah,
trip. So don't you have transportation from Ironman?
yeah, but I don't know why the bus driver come for Santiago, Texacuango.
Okay. It was weird. Maybe there was an accident
Yeah, uh,
or people protesting. That is very common.
it's possible.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. We also have Daniel. Good evening, Daniel. How you doing?
Good evening, teacher. It's fine, fine. You?
All right. And we have Mario, but he has only the video, but he doesn't have the audio. But I guess he's connecting right now. Yes, he's connecting. All right. So what we are going to do today, as you know, is units 1 and 2 test. So first we are going to have the review about units number 1 and 2, and then you're going to have the final test. So that final test for Daniel, Mario, Kenya, and Stanley, well, and Brenda, that are new, you will find it in Schoology, and that is in week 2, semana dos. It says examen semanal. So you click there where it says examen semanal, and you will find the test. Obviously, right now you cannot work on the test because it is locked. But I will tell you, for example, at 8 p.m., I will tell you to access. You will access and you will open the file, and I will give instructions so that you can complete them. It has listening part, it has grammar, and it has reading. But obviously, it all depends on the level because sometimes it doesn't have listening, it has more grammar, or vice versa. So this is going to be at 8 p.m. First of all, the review, and then we are going to have the final test, or the units 1 and 2 test. Cecilia is connecting right now. Okay. So I'm going to show you the attendance so that you can tell me present when you hear your name. So project it right now. All right, first person. Oops, it is in this one. Give me a sec. It's not this one. It was the other one. There you go. It's this one. Okay, Felix Ernesto Castellanos is not here right now. Maybe later. Oh, he had problem with connection. José Mundo Ábalos is not here. Carlos Eduardo Barrera here. Cesar Santiago Benavides is not here, maybe later. Cristian Armando Cardona is not here, maybe later. Adolfo Castro is not here, maybe later. Cecilia Guadalupe Castro. Cecilia, she's there. Cecilia. Well, but she's there. Kenya Clara,
Present, teacher.
good. Nancy is not here. David Ricardo Leon is working. Melvin Jonathan is in the traffic jam. Oscar Armando is not here. Constantino Guardado,
Present.
good. Mario Hernandez,
Present teacher.
good. Well, Oscar is
Good
complete.
evening.
Good evening, Mary. How do you feel, Mario? Better?
Uh, I'm fine.
Okay,
Good, good.
good. Now, Stanley Pina is not here, maybe later. Javier Menjivar is not here. Oh, he's in a training. Brenda Orellana,
Present.
good. Daniel Peña,
Present.
good. And Lisette Vanessa, that I don't know where she is. I don't know her. Okay, so this is the attendance. Now we are going to review the topics that we had in unit number one and unit number two. So let's see how good you are at remembering things. So first person is going to be, let's see, Brenda. Do you remember the topics that we had in unit number one?
Countable or uncountable?
Good, good memory. So we had exactly things related to countable and uncountable things. So we were saying how many and how much. Yes, that was in unit number one. How many and how much. And we were saying that we use how many for the things that you can count. For example, cell phones, computers, lamps, bicycles, windows, houses, people. So for all the things that you can count that you can make plural, you will say how many, because how many means cuantos in plural. Yes? For the things that you cannot count, you will say how much. For example, water, how much water, milk, how much milk, um, sugar, how much sugar, money, how much money, sand, how much sand. So for all the things that you cannot count, you will say how many for the things that you can count and how much for the things that you cannot count. In other words, how many means cuantos, plural, and how much means cuanto or cuanta in singular. So let's see some examples. Mario, if I say books, how do you say how many or how much? Mario? Mario?
Yes. How many is accountable?
Perfect. So you say how many books because books is something that you can count. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. So you can count them. So how many books? Exactly. How many books do you have? How many brothers do you have? How many sisters do you have? And like that. Good. Next one, Constantino. If I say oil, oil, oil means aceite. So oil, how do you say it? How much or how many?
How much?
Exactly. How much oil? Because you cannot count oil. You can count the bottles of oil, but not the oil. Good. Daniel Peña. If I say salt, how do you say? How much salt or how many salt?
How much?
Exactly. How much salt? How much salt? Good. Next one, Oscar. How do you say? How much shoes or how many shoes?
How many shoes?
How many shoes or how much shoes?
How many? Pair of shoes? How many pair of shoes? Or how many shoes?
Probably. So, how many shoes? How many? Because you can count them. One, two, three, four, five shoes. Yes? So, how many shoes? Good. Next one. Brenda, how do you say if the word is hair? Hair. How much hair or how many hair?
How much?
Exactly. You say how much hair. Good. Kenya, how do you say? If you say days, how many days or how much days?
How many days?
Perfect. So, how many days? How many days? Good.
How many days?
Good. Cecilia, how do you say? How many time or how much time?
How much?
Good. You say how much time. Good, good. Nancy, good evening. How do you say, Nancy? How many dollars or how much dollars?
How many dollars?
Exactly. Because you can count dollars. Dollars, yes, one, two, three, four, five, $6. What you cannot count is money. So you cannot say one money, two monies, three monies, but dollars, yes. Good. Next one. Adolfo.
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening. Well, beef. How many beef or how much beef?
Um, how many beef?
Hmm. Can you
But
count the beef?
sorry, teacher, but what is the meaning for beef?
Beef means carne de res.
Okay, sorry, it's how much beef?
Exactly, because you cannot count it. You
No,
cannot count beef. It's
no.
impossible to count beef. So if you can count beef, you will say how much. Yes. So how much beef, how much time, how much hair, how much salt, how much oil, how many dollars, how many days, how many shoes, and like that. Next person, Christian.
Teacher, teacher.
Yes, Adolfo?
And if 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 possible, say count, but beef in pounds or ons.
Yes, but what you're going to count is not a beef. What you're going to count is pounds, for example. 3 pounds. So you're counting the pounds, not the beef.
Okay.
Yes? Good. Next one, Christian, good evening. How do you say? How many times or how much times?
Um, times how many?
Okay, let's ask Joshua. Good evening, Joshua. How many times or how much times?
Good evening, teacher. Is how much time?
Okay, times. Let's see.
Times, how much times?
Javier, can you hear me, Javier? I guess he can because he will be busy.
Yes, I can.
Okay, Javier, how do you say? How many times or how much times?
How many times?
Okay, good. And the answer is how many times? Because in this case, we are saying times. And what is times? Veces. If I say only
Correct.
time, if I say only time, time is tiempo.
Tiempo.
Yes, time is tiempo. But times is veces. Una vez, dos veces, tres veces. So one time, two times, three times, four times. So when you count times, it's plural. But if you say time, it's not countable. Yes? How much time do you have for the test? 1 hour. So you cannot count the time. You don't say one time. You have one time, you have two times. No, you only say you have 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and like that. So what you count are the hours, not time. Yes? So summarizing, how many is for all the things that you can count? How many is for all the things that you can count? And how much is for all the things that you cannot count? We said that the things that you can count are days, shoes, books, computers. So those are plural. So you can count them. You say how many. The things that you cannot count, you're going to say how much. For example, salt, sugar, water, oil, beef, and like that. So those things are going to be how much, including money, how much money. So that was the first topic. Now, what was the second topic, Nancy? The second topic in unit number one?
I don't remember.
Okay, who remembers the second topic? Mario?
Can
Teacher can.
uh,
Have to.
has
Has y have.
um, no, can for information, for ability, possibility, um,
Okay, good, Mario.
the
But
number.
perfect. That is one topic for the unit number three, the unit number one, but is the topic number three. Because topic number one is how much and how many. Topic number two is what Oscar and Joshua were
Has
having.
to.
That is have to for obligation. Yes, the second topic is have to for obligation. The topic number three is what Mario is saying. Can for abilities, for information, for possibilities, and like that. Yes. So topic number two is have to for obligation. So if you remember, you say have to when you want to express obligation, strong obligation. You say have to. You say in Spanish, tener que. So, for example, this is just an example. If you didn't do the exercises in Schoology, if you didn't complete the foro evaluado and you didn't send the exercises in week number one, you have to get 10 in the test today. Yes, you have to get 10. So it's an obligation that you have. So in other things at work, for example, you have to be early. It's an obligation. You have to be early. Yes. So you say have to when you want to say tiene que. So I have to work, I have to study, I have to do the test for obligations. Yes. So you use have to for I, for we, for you, and for they. And you use has to for he, for she, and for it. So you will say he has to work, he has to play, he has to send information, he has to study. If it is she has to work, she has to study, she has to play, she has to dance. So the same way for he, she, and it, you use has to. Has to. If it is negative, you're going to use don't have to for I, we, you, and they. So I don't have to work I don't have to work today. I don't have to send reports today. I don't have to attend a meeting. Yes? So I don't have that obligation. If it is he, she, or it, you would say doesn't have to. Oscar doesn't have to work. Brenda doesn't have to study because she always gets 10. Nancy doesn't have to complete the test in 1 hour. Yes? So if it is negative, you need to use the verb in the base form. You say have for he, for she, and for it. Doesn't for I, for we, you, and they don't. And then you say have. So you will never say don't has or doesn't has. You need to say doesn't have or don't have. Yes? If it is a question, same thing. Do you have to work tomorrow? Do you have to work tomorrow? If it is she, I'm going to say, does she have to work tomorrow? Does Brenda have to work tomorrow? Does Adolfo have to work tomorrow? And like that. Yes? So this is the way that you express obligation using have to. Topic number 3. This is exactly what Mario was describing using can and could. No, can and could is for unit number 2. But using can, you can use can for possibilities. You can use can to ask for information. You can use can for abilities. And you can use can for
Mission.
permission. Good. For permission or to ask for a favor. So you can use it in different situations. For example, Nancy, if I say, can I go to your house? What is that?
Permission?
Exactly, it is permission. Or another idea may be possibility. Maybe
Yeah.
possibility. Is it possible to go right now? So like that. So it depends on the situation. It might be a permission or a possibility. Good. Cecilia. Cecilia, if I say, can you turn on the camera? What is that? Listen again. Can you turn on the camera?
Ability.
An ability. You know how to do it. Let's imagine, maybe you are right, but
Of
let's
permission.
imagine that you all know how to turn on the camera, but your camera is off right now. So I ask you, Cecilia, can you turn on the camera? What is that?
Permission.
Is that permission? Is that permission, guys?
It's a request.
A request.
Exactly, Joshua. It is a request, or in other words, Cecilia, it is a favor. Because in this case, I'm not saying can I. If I say can I, is permission. Can I use your computer? Can I open the window? So that is permission. But if I ask you to do it, can you turn on the camera? In that case, it is a request or a favor that you're asking for. Yes? Now, next one, Brenda. If I say, mm, you can complete the test using a computer, you can use a computer or you can use a tablet. To complete the test or to do the test, you can use a computer or you can use a tablet. What is that?
I don't remember the option.
The options: abilities, possibilities, information, um, asking for a favor, we said, or asking for permission. So,
Mm,
Brenda.
Ask.
Okay, I will repeat it. You have four options. Number one, abilities. Number two, possibilities. Number three, to ask for information. Number four, to to ask for a favor if you say can you, or to ask for permission if you say can I. Now I will repeat the sentence. To do the test, you can use your computer or you can use your tablet.
Asking for favor.
I'm not asking anything. No le estoy preguntando nada. Si le estuviera preguntando, le estuviera diciendo can al principio y no le estoy diciendo can al principio. Le estoy diciendo to do the test, you can use the computer or you can use a tablet. Okay, let's see another person. Kenya, what is it? If I say you can use a computer or you can use a tablet.
Uh, Possibility
Exactly, possibilities. You can use a computer or you can
or
use a tablet.
tablet.
So, possibilities.
Yes,
The two objects
those
are
options.
possible to use. You have two options. Exactly. Next one, Christian. Joshua can swim. Joshua can swim. What is that?
Ability.
Ability. Exactly. Felix, how can I get to Metrocentro? How can I get to Metrocentro? What is that? Felix? It's a request. Not exactly. Request, remember that request means una petición, que yo le estoy haciendo una petición, que yo le estoy diciendo a la persona que haga algo. Eso es request. Aquí no le estoy diciendo a la persona que haga algo. Listen again. How can I get to Metrocentro? How can I get to Metrocentro? Information, exactly. It's just information. No le estoy preguntando a la persona por habilidad, no le estoy preguntando a la persona por posibilidad, no le estoy preguntando a la persona si yo puedo hacer algo, no le estoy pidiendo permiso, no le estoy pidiendo a la persona que haga un favor para mí, no le estoy preguntando eso, lo único que le estoy preguntando es información, que me dé información. That's it. Yes? So those are the uses that you have for can. Yes? Now, next topic. What was the next topic in unit number one?
Be going to.
Exactly. We had be going to for the future. So when we say the future, remember that we have two kind of futures. We have long future or not sure, and we have short future or that you are sure. So you're going to use be going to when you are sure about the situations, when the future is close, maybe tomorrow, next week, but not in 20 years, not in 25 years. Yes, so it is close future. So what you have to do is to use be going to. So you always use the verb be, but you need to conjugate it. I am, that is a verb be. He is, that is a verb be. She is, that is a verb be. It is, we are, you are, they are. Yes? And that is a verb be. So now let's see, Oscar. What are you going to do tomorrow, Oscar? What are you going to do tomorrow?
I'm going to the doctor with my wife.
I'm going to the doctor. So if you say I'm going to the doctor, you have two options. You can say I'm going to go to the doctor, but it's not very common to repeat go, like going to go. So you say I'm going to the doctor, or I'm going to go to the doctor if you want to say. Good. Next one, Adolfo. What is Oscar going to do tomorrow?
He is going to the doctor tomorrow.
He's going to the doctor, or he's going to go to the doctor. Good. Daniel Peña. What are you doing, or what are you going to do after class? What are you going to do after class?
I'm going to the sleep.
Okay. Javier, what is Daniel Peña going to do after class?
Excuse me, repeat again.
What is Daniel Peña going to do after class? Do you hear what he said? Could you hear the information, Javier? No?
No, teacher.
Okay, Daniel Peña, can you repeat it?
I am going to sleep.
Okay, so what is he going to do, Javier?
He is going to sleep.
He is going to sleep. Okay, good. Now, next one, Mario. What are Daniel and was Oscar? What are Daniel and Oscar going to do tomorrow? Well, tomorrow and after class.
Oscar, he's going to the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Daniel
Mm-hmm.
and Daniel, he's going to the sleep
To sleep.
to sleep.
Okay, good. So those are activities that you have for the future. And you also have to remember that you say gonna for the contraction of be going to. So the verb be is always there. Be is always there. Gonna is the contraction of going to. So you will say I'm gonna play, he's gonna play, she's gonna play, they're gonna play, we're gonna play, you're gonna play. Yes? So the verb be is always there, no matter if you make the contraction with going to using gonna. Now, unit number two. So, summarizing unit number one, if you want to take notes. The first one, we were saying how many and how much. Yes, how many and how much. How many is for the things that you can count, and how much is for the things that you can never count. For example, we were saying shoes. Shoes are things that you can count, so you say how many shoes. Books, you can count books, so you say how many books. But water is impossible to count, so you will say how much water. Oil is impossible to count, so you will say how much oil, and like that. But what I suggest, and this is my opinion, what I suggest is that you remember that how many is cuantos, plural, and how much is cuanto, and that makes singular. So you will understand it easily in that way. Now, the second topic was using have to for obligation. So you say, I have to work, I have to study, I have to work, like that. So if you say he, she, and it, you need to say has. So she has to study, Nancy has to work, Mario has to complete the activities, and like that. So that is the way they use have to. If it is negative, you say don't or doesn't. If it is I, we, you, or they, you will say don't. I don't have to work. We don't have to work. They don't have to work. But if it is he, she, or it, you will say doesn't. Nancy doesn't have to work. Kenya doesn't have to clean. Felix doesn't have to cook. So you say doesn't have to. In that case, you're not going to use has because you have doesn't. If you want to create a question, you will say do you. Do you have to work? Do they have to work? If it is he, she, or it, you will say does. Does he have to work? Does she have to work? And like that. Yes? Next topic was using can. We said that we can use can for possibilities. We can use can for abilities. We can use can just to ask for information. We can use can to ask for permission or to ask for favors. So you can use it in different ways. An example for an ability, Oscar can swim. That is an ability. An example for possibilities, you can go to the party or you can study. Possibilities. Another example for information, asking for information. How can I, or where can I buy a pizza? Where can I buy a pizza? In that case, I'm not asking you to do something. I'm not asking you for permission. I'm just asking you for information. Where can I buy a pizza or where can I get a pizza? Yes. And the last one, asking for permission. Can I open the door? How can I help you? Yes. So asking for, or can I help you? Asking for permission. And the last topic, number 4 in unit number 1, was be going to for the future. So we were saying that be going to, you would use it when you have a close future. A close future. It means that the situation is about to happen. So what are you going to use? You use the verb be, am, is, and are, and then going to and the verb in the base form. So I can say, I'm going to show you, I'm going to present, I'm going to introduce, I'm going to complete, I'm going to work. If it is Adolfo, Adolfo is, or he is. He's going to complete, he's going to work, he's going to study, and like that. Yes? Now, if it is she is. If it is it is. If it is the company is. Why? Because the company is it. Yes? My family is. Why? Because my family is only one family. So, is. Now, if it is negative, I'm not, he's not, she's not, we're not, they're not, then going to and the verb. I'm not going to play, he's not going to play, they're not going to play. Yes? If it is a question, you switch positions. Are you going to play? Is he going to play? Are they going to play? So you're just switching positions. Yes? So that was unit number 1. Now, unit number 2. What was the first topic in unit number 2?
This, that, and this.
Exactly. For unit number 1, for unit number 2, the first topic was using demonstratives. This, that, these, and those. So we were saying that you say this, THIS, when the object is singular and you can touch it or it is near. It is near. So I can say, this is my pen. This is my pen. This is my pen. This is my pen. Why? Because I'm touching it. If it is here, I can say, this is my computer. This is my computer. I'm not touching the computer, but it's near. So this is my computer. It's near. But if the pen it's not near, let's imagine that the pen is the table. Well, it is on the table. So I will say that pen because I'm not touching the pen. So I will say that pen. Yes. That computer. Imagine that I cannot touch the computer, so I will say that computer, that pen. But if I can touch them, this pen, this computer. Yes, this computer. Now, if the objects are plural, imagine that you have two pens. So if I'm touching the two pens, I'm going to say these pens. These are my pens. These are my pens. So you say these because it is plural. If they are far, I'm going to say those. Those are my pens. Those are my pens. Esos. Yes? So this is singular. These for plural. That singular when it is far. Those for plural when they are far. Yes? So that makes a difference. For example, let's see who has a TV near. No one has a TV near. No one, no one, no one. Okay, I guess Kenya has a refrigerator. So I would say that refrigerator because I cannot touch it. Even Kenya cannot touch it, so she would say that refrigerator. But for example, Constantino has a painting over there. So I'm going to say that painting. But Constantino can say this painting because Constantino can touch it. So he will say this painting. Yes? Felix has some, well, he's not there. Let's see another person. Cecilia, what do you have over there that is like stuck next to you? What is that?
Notebook.
Notebooks. Okay,
Yes.
good. So I can say those notebooks, those notebooks. But Cecilia is going to say these notebooks because she can touch the objects. Yes? So that was the first topic in unit number 2. Second topic in unit number 2, guys.
Can and could.
Can and could. So before we mentioned the 4 ways that you can use can for 4 different reasons. Now could, you can use it for 2 situations. Number 1, when you talk about abilities that you had but in the past. For example, when I was a kid, I could ride a bike. When I was a teenager, I could run 20 kilometers. Yes? So, like that. But also, you can use could to replace can for a request, but more formal. So, I can ask you, can you send me the information? And it is okay. It's not formal, it's okay. But if I want to make it formal, I would say, could you? Could you send me the information? Could I use your notebook? Instead of saying, can I use? Could I use your notebook? Could you send me the information? And like that. So you can use could to make can more polite. Yes? So that's the difference between can and could. Now, topic number 3. Topic number
May and might.
may and might. Exactly. So you're going to use may and might to express possibility But in this case, possibility, and I will tell you this in Spanish so that it is clear for you. En este caso va a ser de posibilidades que algo suceda. Es como el grado de posibilidad que eso pase. Como que usted trate de adivinar qué va a pasar o qué sucede. Yes? So that is may and might. So we were saying that you have different categories. You have must when you are sure about the information. For example, David is not here right now. David is not here. So where is David? Who knows where David is? Who knows? Who knows? Who has information? Or who has a almost certain idea about where David is? Who knows? No one? No one. Okay. So if you don't know, you cannot say must. You can never say must if you don't know that that information is real. In my case, I know where David is. So I'm saying with must. David must be at work. Yes. So because I know he sent me the information, I'm using must. Obviously, I'm not 100% sure because probably something else happened. They changed his schedule and he returned home. I don't know. So this is like 90% sure. You are 90% sure that this information is real or that your guess is almost certain. Yes? So you say must. You can also use could. And when you say could, you're saying that is 50% sure that the situation is like that. So you say, oh, he could he could do overtime. Yes. Or he could, I don't know, he could be in the traffic jam. It's a possibility, 50%, probably because you traveled and you saw a lot of traffic over there. So you are guessing, you are not sure, but you think that it's like that because you have an idea. You experienced something or you saw something. Yes, you have an idea. If you don't have any idea, you can use may or you say might. If you say may, that means that you are not sure. You are only 10% sure, probably, or 15% sure, but you're not sure. You're just inventing. And you can say might if you are 5% or 10% sure. So, in other words, you have must, you're sure, could, you have an idea, may, you don't know, and might, you are completely inventing. So, might is in the, let's say, the bottom of the scale, maybe 5%, may 10, 15%, could 50%, must 90%. So how sure you are about the situations? Yes, probably you can say your guess is for next year and you will say, oh, I think that scientists might find the cure for, I don't know, for cancer. You're just inventing, you don't know. um, I think that next year the vaccine for coronavirus must be proved. Yes. How do you know? Because you watch the news and they are saying that they have the vaccines and they are starting in December. So the possibility to happen is really high, 90%. Now with could, mm, I think that some people could protest next year for elections? Some people could protest next year for elections. Could. You are not sure. You don't have that information, but you have an idea. How do you have an idea? Maybe because you're watching the news that some people are uh, trying to do something against elections and like that, so you can have an idea. Oh, I think that there could be like a protest or people protesting on the street next year for elections. So this is the way that you express how sure you are about something. Yes? Now, next topic. What was the next topic in unit number 2?
Teacher,
Mm-hmm.
bueno, a mí me quedó la duda realmente todavía de en qué momento, pues, could y might entiendo que es un podría, o sea, pero sí no me queda claro en qué momento voy a usar cada. Vaya,
Right.
could de, como
Could.
usted dice, sí, could, sí es que o podrían protestar algunas personas en las elecciones, algo así, pero might, sí, no,
Si usted traduce might, may y could, en español tienen la misma traducción,
correcto,
pero en inglés
pero,
y en español podría tiene el mismo significado. No, podría no tiene un porcentaje de probabilidad que suceda. Pero si yo
y
le
ahí es
digo, si yo le digo may, might, could y must, en inglés sí es qué tan probable es que la situación pase o que la situación sea como usted dice. Si es 90% de probabilidad que así sea, usted ocupa must. Si es 50% probable que eso suceda, usted ocupa could. Si es 10%, 15%, ocupa may. Si es 5% de probabilidad, usted ocupa might. Ahora, que alguien le va a reclamar si usted ocupa may o might, nadie le va a decir nada porque son prácticamente iguales. May y might sí son iguales, son posibilidades súper bajas. Pero ya que alguien le vaya a reclamar porque dijo must y tendría que haber sido may, allí sí, porque si dice must es que está bastante seguro. Y si dice might o may es que no está seguro. Para nada está seguro. Ahí solo está inventando, solo está haciendo sus guesses, tratando de adivinar. Yes?
okay.
So that's the difference. Good. Another question?
O sea que de lo que nosotros escuchemos dependería de la asertividad de lo que estamos hablando, o sea, si es verídica la información o no, ¿verdad?
Así
Igual
es.
nosotros, sin querer, se nos sale un mal en medio de algo que teníamos que decir más serio, puede hacer que nos metamos en un problema de confusión, tal vez entre nosotros no, pero ya con otras personas que manejan al 100 el idioma, pues creería que estamos
Exacto.
mintiendo.
Lo que acaba de decir es bien importante porque imagínense que ustedes fueran de los que hacen los pronósticos sobre los meteoritos que van a caer a la Tierra y todo eso. Imagínense que ocupan un must cuando la probabilidad es súper baja y ustedes dicen must, todo el mundo se va a alarmar porque está diciendo que la probabilidad que pase es bastante alta. Maybe you say an asteroid must, I don't know, crash in December. Entonces ahí todo el mundo se va a alarmar. Pero si usted dice an asteroid might, entonces la gente no se siente tan preocupada. Probablemente pase, pero no es tan seguro. Yes? So that is the difference. How sure you are about those things. ¿Qué tan seguro usted está sobre esa situación? ¿Qué tan seguro es que eso suceda? ¿Y cómo va a saber qué tan seguro es? Dependiendo qué tanta información usted obtenga. Eso no quiere decir información que usted va a leer o que usted tiene que ver en las noticias. Por ejemplo, yo les puedo preguntar aquí, ah, ¿qué nota creen que va a sacar Nancy en el examen? Y Melvin ya la conoce y Melvin ya sabe que ella siempre se saca 10. Entonces Melvin va a decir, oh, she must get 10. She must get 10. Pero hay personas que son nuevas, por ejemplo, Brenda. Brenda no la conoce mucho, entonces Brenda va a decir, she could get 10. Entonces Brenda dice, she could get 10. A lo mejor porque han trabajado un par de veces juntos, tienen una idea que Nancy es inteligente, entonces, she could get 10. Pero imaginémonos que Javier nunca ha trabajado con Nancy, no sabe nada de Nancy. O a lo mejor Nancy cuando habla no se desenvuelve bien, pero en escritura lo hace perfecto, pero Javier no sabe. Entonces Javier dice, no, ella no es buena hablando. Entonces, she might get 10. She might get 10. I don't know, but I think that she might get 10. Él no está seguro. O lo opuesto, porque piensa que no habla bien, entonces, she might get 5. She might get 5. Entonces ahí no está segura. Quizá va a sacar un su 5. She might get 5. Yes? Because he's not sure. So that makes a difference. Another question?
Teacher,
Yes?
the difference can and could, can ability y could en pasado nada más.
Yes. Estuvimos diciendo que Ken tenía cuatro usos. Uno es para habilidades, las cosas que usted puede hacer, que son habilidades como cantar, bailar, jugar, cocinar, nadar, todas esas habilidades, o dones, como le quiera llamar. So, ahí ocupa Ken.
¿Y could?
Ahí ocupa Ken. Ken también lo va a ocupar para posibilidades. En posibilidades, por ejemplo, usted le dice a alguien, fíjate que si querés ir a la playa, te podés ir en bus o te podés ir en un microbús. Entonces usted le está dando las posibilidades. You can travel by bus or you can travel by minibus. Entonces le da las opciones. Número 3, usted lo puede ocupar nada más para pedir información de cómo hacer algo, de dónde hacer algo, de cuándo hacer algo. Por ejemplo, ¿cómo puedo hacer para llegar a Aeroman? Entonces yo le pregunto, how can I get to Aeroman? No le estoy pidiendo habilidad, no le estoy preguntando sobre su habilidad, no le estoy preguntando si usted puede hacer algo por mí, no le estoy pidiendo que yo haga algo, no le estoy pidiendo nada, le estoy pidiendo información. Y la última opción cuando ocupa quién es cuando usted quiere pedir permiso o cuando le quiere decir a alguien que haga algo por usted. Por ejemplo, can I open the door? ¿Puedo abrir la puerta? Le estoy pidiendo permiso, lo puedo hacer. Pero si yo le digo, can you open the door? Yo le estoy pidiendo un favor a usted que lo haga para mí. Can you open the door? Entonces, para esas situaciones se ocupa can. ¿Sí? Ahora, ¿cuándo va a ocupar could? Could lo va a ocupar en dos situaciones. Una es para habilidades en el pasado. Cuando yo era niño, yo podía bailar. So when I was a kid, I could dance very well. Now I can't. But when I was a kid, I could dance very well. ¿Ya? Entonces ahí está describiendo como podía, que era una habilidad. ¿Cómo vas a ver si la podía? Por el contexto, es una verdad. Ahora, could en el segundo uso es podría. Y es la manera más formal de decir can cuando está pidiendo favores, cuando está pidiendo permiso para algo. Si yo le digo, ¿podrías enviarme la información? Could you send me the information? Es una manera formal de decir, can you send me the information? Can you send me the information if you are my friend? But if you are my boss, I will say, could you send me the information? More formal. Yes?
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, good. Another question? No? No. All right. Next topic that we had in unit number 2. Next topic.
Would like.
Exactly. So you say would like and would. So what is would like and would? When you say would like to, what you're expressing is that you want to do something. You want to do something. For example, you can say, I want to eat tacos. I want to eat tacos. Or you can say, I would like to eat tacos. The meaning is the same. The only difference is that would like to is more formal than want. For example, let's imagine that you go to my store. I sell clothes. So you come to my store and then I ask you, what do you want to buy? If I ask you, what do you want to buy? It's not very formal. More formal, what would you like to buy? What would you like to buy? Yes? Or let's imagine that I invite Brenda to go to a party and I say, Brenda, do you want to go to a party? That is not formal. It's like if I say, Brenda, ¿quieres ir a una fiesta? So that is informal. But if I want to make it formal, I'm going to ask her, Brenda, would you like to go to a party with me? ¿Te gustaría ir? So that is very formal. It's not the same that if you say, ¿querés ir? ¿Te gustaría ir? So there is a difference. Do you want to? Informal, would you like to is a little bit more formal. Yes? So that's the use of would like to. I would like to travel around the world. I would like to. I want to do that. Yes? Now, in the other case that we have would and the verb, but no would like, only would and the verb. In that case, you are expressing a hypothetical situation. For example, let's see, Caesar. What would you do if you got lost in a city that you don't know?
Sorry, I
Okay,
hear
I was saying, what would
because
you do? What would you do if you got lost in a city that you don't know?
I will ask to someone how to get to another place.
Exactly. So I would ask someone. I would ask someone. Le preguntaría a alguien. Yes. So in that case, it is a hypothetical situation. This is not real. Or I can ask, let's see, Christian, what would you do if you were a twin? What would you do if you were a twin? A twin means gemelo. So imagine that you have a twin brother. You are identical. So what would you do if you were a twin?
Uh, I don't know. I think that my mother is very stressed for we.
Okay. So, but what would you do? Imagine what kind of things would you do if you had a twin brother? Identical brother. What would you do?
Um, I think that I would like to uh,
Mhm.
chain of chain of ideas or or the person in the work at the work
Okay,
because
good.
he is identical for me. He can
He
he
could.
can go to my work
He
for
could
me.
go. He could go to work.
He
Exactly.
could.
So you would take the identity of the other person, or vice versa. Your twin brother could take your identity. and go to work. So you can say, I would, I would have, I don't know, I would prank many people, or I would scare some friends, or I would switch girlfriends, whatever you want to say. But you are saying something hypothetical because you're not a twin brother. So that would never happen. But it's only imaginary situation. Now let's see Mario. Mario, what would you do if we were in a party right now? Imagine that we were in a party right now. What would you do?
Mm,
What would you do if we were in a party right now? ¿Qué harías si estuviéramos en una fiesta? What would you do? ¿Qué harías?
mm, mm. Dancer night.
Ok. Recuérdese comenzar siempre con el sujeto. Si no menciona el sujeto, no sabría de quién está hablando. Entonces, ¿quién va a ser, quién va a
Ok.
bailar? ¿Quién bailaría?
Yo, I dancer.
Entonces, eso es lo primero que tiene que mencionar para que yo sepa de quién va a hacer la acción. So, I would dance. I would dance. I would dance. Yo bailaría. Another activity that you would do, Mary?
Oh, sí. Um,
Another activity. I would dance. What else?
I will dance all night.
Yes. More activities. Más actividades que haría. More activities. I would dance is one. Another
Uh,
activity.
um,
Imagine that it's a birthday party. So a birthday party, what would you do?
I am a few the party. uh,
Okay, you're not good for
uh,
parties.
uh, say, no.
Invent it.
uh, I drink a beer.
Ajá, no me tiene que decir I
Um,
drink, porque si me dice I drink, me está diciendo yo tomo. Y sería yo
uh,
tomaría.
okay, okay, okay. Um, I will drink a beer.
Okay,
Uh,
good. Exactly. So you can say I would dance, I would drink a beer, I would talk with my friends, I would listen to music, I would eat cake, I would eat a sandwich. Yes? So all
yes,
kind of activities. I would give a present. Yes? I would take pictures. So different activities. You say would and the verb. If it is negative, you say wouldn't. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't eat. I wouldn't drink. I wouldn't smoke. I wouldn't dance. Yes? So wouldn't is the negative form. And in positive
okay.
sentences, like in the example that Mario gave, Mario said, I would dance. So if you say I would dance, that I will send it to you on the screen, that is the full form. If you want to use a contraction, you will say I'd dance. I'd dance. I'd dance. I'd go to a party. I'd eat tacos. I'd talk with my friends. I'd is the contraction of I would. If it is she would, she would dance. The contraction, she'd dance. They would play. The contraction, they'd play. Yes?
Okay.
So that's a way to use would. If it is negative, wouldn't for all subjects. So you will say, I wouldn't dance, I wouldn't eat, I wouldn't play, she wouldn't go, she wouldn't study, she wouldn't eat, she wouldn't drink, and the rest. Yes? So those were the topics that we had in unit number 2. Now, just a little thing. We also checked a little bit of refund. So we were saying that a refund is when people give you the money back because probably the product that you requested is not in good conditions. For example, let's imagine that you buy a TV. When you turn on the TV, you cannot see the image, you only hear the sound. So you go to the store with the TV and you tell the person, I don't want this TV. I need my money. So if they give you the money, that is called refund. So refund is like devolución. Yes, refund. And also, another option, if you don't have a refund, is that they can change the product. They can change the product or they give you the refund. And the refund means that they will give you the money that you invested. And that's exactly what we studied in unit number 2. Yes? Now, I'm going to play a listening part just for you to practice your ear or to practice for the listening, in other words. And this is about a restaurant. So people are talking about a restaurant and this situation is happening there. Someone is going to order. You're going to hear words that probably we studied here like could, can, would like to, and the rest. So I'm going to play it, just pay attention to it, and then you will tell me what the conversation was about. So let's listen to.
Hello.
Hi, a table for two, please.
Of course. Over here, please. Is the menu?
Thank you.
Are you ready to order?
Yes, we are.
What would you like for your starter?
I'd like French onion soup, please.
And I'll have a tomato salad, please.
Uh-huh. And for your main course?
I'm not sure. I don't know whether to have the steak or Thai chicken.
Oh, I'd like the Thai chicken and rice, please.
Oh, okay. Me too.
So, that's 2 Thai chicken and rice. What would you like to drink?
I'll have a fresh orange juice and...
I'd like some mineral water, please.
Okay, thank you.
This recording was brought to you by the British Council. To find others like it, visit www.britishcouncil.org/Learn English Teens.
I forgot to mention that here you have like the menu. So this is called the boat restaurant and it has like starters. Starters is like the first dish that you have at a restaurant. It could be tomato soup, French onion soup, tomato salad, chicken salad, and all starters are served with bread and butter. Bread and butter, pan con mantequilla. You also have snacks. Snacks are like cheeseburger, vegetable omelette, chocolate cake, cheese and tomato sandwich, burger, chicken sandwich, cheese omelette, and all snacks are served with salad and chips. Salad and chips. Then we have the main courses. The main courses are like the main dish. The main dish, German sausage and chips. German sausage, salchicha alemana, and chips son como los chips, como tostaditos, nachos, chips. Grilled fish and potatoes. Italian cheese and tomato pizza. Thai chicken and rice. Thai chicken is from Thailand. Vegetable pasta. Roast chicken and potato. Roast rostizado. Roast chicken and potatoes. Yes, and you have the prices. You also have the drinks. You have mineral water. In the conversation, the English that they are using is British English. So they say water. So that is because it is British. But mineral water, fresh oranges, soft drinks, English tea, Irish cream coffee, and for desserts, postres. For desserts, you have fruit salad and cream, ice cream, and the ice cream can be chocolate, coffee, or lemon. You also have lemon cake, chocolate cake, cheese, and biscuits. Lunch are served at 12:30 or from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. and the dinner is served from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Yes, so this is the information. Now listen to it and try to check what kind of dishes they order. If it is for a starter, what do they choose? For the main course, what do they choose? For the drinks, what do they choose? For snacks, what do they choose? For desserts, what do they choose? So you will hear the conversation and take notes about the answer. So let's listen to it again.
Hello.
Hi, a table for two, please.
Of course. Over here, please. Is the menu?
Thank you.
Are you ready to order?
Yes, we are.
What would you like for your starter?
I'd like French onion soup, please.
And I'll have a tomato salad, please.
And for your main course?
I'm not sure. I don't know whether to have the steak or Thai chicken.
Oh, I'd like the Thai chicken and rice, please.
Oh, okay. Me too.
So, that's 2 Thai chicken and rice. What would you like to drink?
I'll have a fresh orange juice and...
I'd like some mineral water, please.
Okay, thank you.
This recording was brought to you by the British Council. To find others like it, visit www.
Hello.
Okay, last time.
Hello.
Hi, a table for two, please.
Of course. Over here, please. Is the menu?
Thank you.
Are you ready to order?
Yes, we are.
What would you like for your starter?
I'd like French onion soup, please.
And I'll have a tomato salad, please.
And for your main course?
I'm not sure. I don't know whether to have the steak or Thai chicken.
Oh, I'd like the Thai chicken and rice, please.
Oh, okay. Me too.
So, that's 2 Thai chicken and rice. What would you like to drink?
I'll have a fresh orange juice and...
I'd like some mineral water, please.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
This
now
recording was brought
let's
to
see
you
the
by
next
the
one.
British Council. To find others like it,
Christian, they said a table for how many people? A table for?
Two. For two.
Good.
For 2 people.
Good. So it was a table for 2 people. So when you go to a restaurant, you can say a table for one, a table for two, for three, four, five. So that means that the table where you're going to be at has to be for 2 people. Now, what kind of starter did they ask for or did they order?
French onion soup y tomato salad.
Good. French onion soup and tomato salad. Good. In main courses, what did they order?
Thai chicken and
Thai
rice.
chicken and rice.
Good. So the two of them, the two people selected Thai chicken and rice. And for drinks,
The man.
Mineral water y French oranges.
perfect. Mineral water and fresh orange juice. Good. So this is for you to practice your listening. Now, the test. I need you go to Schoology. Go to Schoology and you have to go to week number 2. I will give you the instructions in Spanish so that it is clear. Para los que son nuevos, cuando uno hace los exámenes, se va a Schoology. Entonces ingresan a Schoology ahorita y se van para la semana 2. En la semana 2 ustedes van a encontrar unas carpetas y en la carpeta que está en la semana 2 hasta abajo, allí dice examen semanal. Entonces van a ingresar allí, pero les quiero explicar con cuidado para que no vayan a cometer un error. Cuando ustedes ingresan allí, tienen que empezar a completar el examen, porque si ustedes están saliendo, les corta el examen y queda como que ya lo completaron. Entonces muchas veces ustedes estaban empezando y solo contestaron una, les evalúa uno y si no contestó ninguna, le queda 0. Entonces por eso les digo, ustedes acceden y comienzan a completar, ¿sí? Cuando lo comienzan a completar, les va a dar unas, bueno, les va a salir las opciones como se las voy a presentar ahorita en la pantalla. ¿Ya pudieron acceder?
Yes.
Vaya, muy bien. Entonces, les voy a mostrar cómo les va a aparecer a ustedes. Oh, a propósito, ayer estuvimos practicando también un poco sobre lo que les gustaría hacer, experiencias que han tenido y el resto. Entonces, algo que sí necesitan trabajar bastante es en el pasado. Y creo que le estuve diciendo a alguien ayer que practicara, creo que fue a Melvin. Necesito que practiquen el pasado. Entonces, la primera parte viene sobre el pasado. Ahora, ¿qué van a hacer? En la primera parte, les aparece un listening, creo. Ah, no, aquí se los pusieron al revés. Bueno, en la primera parte, que es esta, ustedes van a escribir el pasado del verbo que está aquí. ¿Sí? Lo tienen que poner con minúsculas, no con mayúsculas, para que se lo reconozca bien. Entonces, ¿qué va a hacer usted? Aquí dice drive y es la pregunta, el verbo número 1. Entonces, aquí donde dice espacio en blanco 1, aquí va a escribir usted la respuesta, o sea, el verbo en el pasado para el número 1. En el número 2 va a poner el verbo en el pasado para el número 2. En el número 3 el verbo en pasado para el número 3. ¿Sí? Entonces la primera parte solamente es de poner los verbos en el pasado. La número 2, la parte número 2 está súper fácil. Usted tiene que ocupar have to, has to, don't have to or doesn't have to para completar este ejercicio de aquí y va a ocupar el verbo que está en paréntesis y el complemento. Por ejemplo, si dice the company buy new material y usted tiene que ocupar ya sea utilizando have to o utilizando has to. O si es de manera negativa, don't have to or doesn't have to. Entonces lo completa aquí. ¿Qué va a completar? Va a ponerle have to, has to, don't have to or doesn't have to. Entonces solamente necesita poner have to, has to, don't have to or doesn't have to. Obviamente, aquí ya tienen el verbo en paréntesis, que es work. Entonces, si usted la quiere poner completa, no hay ningún problema. Si solamente le pone don't have to o doesn't have to, yo ya sé que el verbo es work, entonces no hay problema tampoco. Yo lo verifico uno por uno. Lo único que se tiene que verificar es que esté con el sujeto que le corresponde. No va a poder decir, por ejemplo, si el sujeto es she y usted va a decir don't, porque she don't no se puede, ¿verdad? Entonces, cosas por el estilo. Tiene que ir de acuerdo con el sujeto. Entonces la respuesta para la uno la pone aquí. Allí digita si es have to, has to, don't have to, doesn't have to. Número 2 también lo digita. ¿Cuál es la respuesta correcta? Número 3, número 4, número 5. Aquí lo voy a ir escribiendo. Luego en la parte siguiente dice complete the questions using how many or how much. Entonces aquí, ¿qué va a hacer usted? Va a ocupar how many or how much. Solo va a poner how many or how much y esa sería la respuesta. Si usted cree que la primera es how much, entonces se va aquí donde dice espacio blanco 1, que es el espacio en blanco para la número 1. Entonces aquí va a poner si es how much, y si es how many. Solo eso tiene que poner. La primera letra va con mayúscula, ¿verdad? Porque es el inicio de la pregunta. Y así sucesivamente completa el 2, 3, 4, 5 con how many or how much. Ahora aquí, esta parte de listening. En esta parte usted va a escuchar la conversación. Lo que yo hago es reproducirlo aquí en la clase para que todos puedan escucharlo, porque hay algunos que les da problema al reproducirlo. Entonces yo se lo reproduzco y ustedes seleccionan la respuesta correcta. Aquí dice, por ejemplo, how does Joshua go to school in Japan?
Hello, today I'm interested.
Escuchan la conversación y después de escuchar la conversación, usted selecciona si la respuesta es he rides the subway at 8 a.m., he takes a school bus every morning, or he walks with a group of students. ¿Cómo va Joshua a la escuela en Japón? ¿Toma el subway? ¿Toma el bus escolar todos los días o camina con un grupo de amigos? Yes. Next one. Which item did Joshua not take to school? El chico es un niño, entonces aquí sí necesito que pongan atención porque a veces a los niños es un poquito complicado entenderles. Entonces, es un niño. Usted tiene que seleccionar cuál object, cuál objeto el niño no lleva a la escuela. Which item did Joshua not take to school? ¿Cuál es el que el niño no toma, que no lleva a la escuela? ¿Qué es lo que no lleva a la escuela? Gym clothes, a school hat or a backpack. Una mochila, un sombrero o ropa de gimnasio. La número 3. What does Josh do first when he gets to school? ¿Qué es lo primero que hace Josh cuando llega a la escuela? He practices his reading and writing. Practica su lectura y escritura. He puts on his gym clothes for class. Se pone su ropa de gimnasio para la clase. O he stands and bows to the teacher. Se para y los japoneses se inclinan, ¿verdad? Entonces eso es bow, inclinarse. So, he stands and bows to the teacher. Entonces, ¿qué va a hacer? Le da clic a la respuesta que responda esa pregunta. Valga la redundancia. Número 4. Where does Joshua eat lunch at school? ¿Dónde come su almuerzo? In the lunchroom, in the gymnasium, or in his classroom? ¿En dónde come el almuerzo? De acuerdo con la conversación. Y la última, Joshua probably gets home from school between 2 and 3 p.m., 1 and 2 p.m., 3 and 4 p.m. Probablemente Joshua llega a casa alrededor de qué hora? ¿Entre 2 y 3, entre 1 y 2 o entre 3 y 4? Él va a explicar ahí. Y la última parte. Aquí dice, complete the exercises using be going to for the future. Entonces aquí usted va a ocupar be going to. Y el verbo que tiene en paréntesis. Aquí sí tiene que ocupar este verbo. Si es it, significa positivo. Where, positivo. Not help significa que lo va a hacer negativo. Not walk significa que tiene que ser la oración negativa. Cook you significa que tiene que hacer una pregunta con el sujeto you y el verbo cook en el futuro. Y aquí by necesita hacer la oración con el verbo by. Entonces siempre ocupando going to para el futuro. Pero siempre recuerden que tienen que poner el verbo to be antes de going to. Y el verbo to be es is, are o am. Am, is, and are. Una vez que ya haya completado todo y está seguro que así es, le da donde dice enviar o en inglés le tiene que aparecer submit. Entonces ahí le va donde dice submit o donde dice enviar. Y así me cae a mí la respuesta de su examen. Questions?
Yes, I have a question, teacher. In
¿Listos?
part 2, we have to write the complete sentence.
You have the two options. You can write the complete sentence or only the answer. Only
Okay.
have to, has to, only that.
Okay, thank you.
Tiene las dos opciones, o ponen una respuesta larga o solamente ponen have to, don't have to, or has to, que sería en la número 2, aquí en esto. Entonces, ¿qué van a poner? Have to, has to, o don't have to, doesn't have to. Usted selecciona cuál. Si en la 1 es have to, usted pone have to. Si usted cree que es has to, has to. Si usted cree que es negativo, aunque no veo not aquí, entonces no puede ser negativo, ¿verdad? Negativo es cuando dice not sign. Entonces allí significa que va a ocupar una de la estructura negativa. Entonces puede escribir nada más have to, has to, don't have to, or doesn't have to. ¿Sí? Pero si usted quiere escribir toda la oración, no hay problema tampoco. Another question?
Okay.
No? No. All right, so let's start with the test. So I'm going to play it for you. You're going to listen to the conversation. We are going to start with the listening. Vamos a empezar con el listening, así que váyanse hasta la parte baja del examen para que lo puedan completar. Ready? Ready?
Yes.
Okay, so let's start. Yo lo voy a reproducir, ustedes en su examen van seleccionando la respuesta correcta. Yo se los voy a reproducir 2 veces. Se los voy a reproducir 2 veces. Entonces, lo que yo les recomiendo es que ustedes accedan al examen. Bueno, Kenia se está conectando ahorita, creo que tuvo problemas de conexión. Solo déjenme ver si ya pudo acceder al examen. Kenia. Well, I think she can. Bueno, ahorita ya se conectó. Kenia, Clara. Bueno, entonces ustedes acceden al examen. Una vez que ya estén dentro del examen, se van a la parte de listening. La parte de listening está hasta abajo del examen, ¿sí? Entonces lo voy a reproducir yo ahorita y ustedes les recomiendo que la primera vez ustedes tomen nota en un cuaderno. Tomen nota para que la segunda vez, y les recomiendo que vean su examen, no esto, porque aquí a mí no me aparecen las opciones, ¿sí? No me aparecen las opciones. A ustedes les aparecen las opciones allí para darle clic en la respuesta correcta. Entonces vean su examen, escuchen, sí, lo que yo voy a reproducir, pero en su examen vean las opciones para que ustedes puedan tomar nota de la respuesta correcta. Entonces yo lo voy a reproducir 2 veces. La primera vez para que ustedes tomen nota y la segunda vez para que ya elijan la respuesta correcta y confirmen lo que ustedes creían al inicio. ¿Estamos listos? ¿Hay alguien que no esté listo? Que diga ahora o calla para siempre. No, no. Vaya, entonces si todos están listos, comenzamos. Todos con el micrófono apagado para que no haya interrupción y le damos inicio.
Hello, today I'm Hello, today I'm interviewing Joshua on his experiences going to a Japanese school. Now, Joshua, what time do you go to school?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. And do you go by yourself or on a school bus?
No, I have a group that goes with me.
So you go with a group.
Uh-huh.
Now, what kinds of things do you take to school?
I take my Taiso Fuku that is gym clothes, and I take my backpack to have my books
Oh, okay.
and stuff like that.
Okay, and what is the first thing you do when you get to school?
We do kirits. There.
Kirits and de. Now, what are those?
It means stand up,
Okay.
bow.
Stand up and bow.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and what do you study at school?
We study kokugo, that is writing and reading and stuff like that.
Okay,
And Sansu does math.
okay,
And let's see. We do gym too.
okay. And where do you eat lunch? Do you have a lunchroom or cafeteria?
No, we eat in our classroom.
You eat in your classroom? Oh,
Yes.
wow, that is very interesting. Now, what time do you come home from school?
We come home sometimes at 3 and sometimes at 2.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Joshua.
You're welcome.
Ok, this was the first time. Esta fue la primera vez. Acuérdense, como les decía, es un niñito, ¿verdad? Entonces tienen que ponerle más atención porque los niños no estructuran o no pronuncian completamente las frases o la entonación que le dan es diferente, entonces tienen que poner un poco más de atención. So now I will repeat it the second time, and this is the last one, so you can choose the correct answer.
Hello, today I'm interviewing Joshua on his experiences going to a Japanese school. Now, Joshua, what time do you go to school?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. And do you go by yourself or on a school bus?
No, I have a group that goes with me.
So you go with a group.
Uh-huh.
Now, what kinds of things do you take to school?
I take my Taiso Fuku that is gym clothes, and I take my backpack to have my books
Oh, okay.
and stuff like that.
Okay, and what is the first thing you do when you get to school?
We do kirits. There.
Kirits and de. Now, what are those?
It means stand up,
Okay.
bow.
Stand up and bow.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and what do you study at school?
We study kokugo, that is writing and reading and stuff like that.
Okay,
And Sansu does math.
okay,
And let's see. We do gym too.
okay. And where do you eat lunch? Do you have a lunchroom or cafeteria?
No, we eat in our classroom.
You eat in your classroom? Oh,
Yes.
wow, that is very interesting. Now, what time do you come home from school?
We come home sometimes at 3 and sometimes at 2.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Joshua.
You're welcome.
All right, so now you can continue with the rest. Ahora pueden continuar con el resto. Ahí ya les expliqué cómo completarlo. Lo completan. Si terminan, no se salgan, ¿sí? Porque tengo que pasar asistencia al final. So stay there.
Teacher, al finalizar el examen le damos submit.
Can you repeat it, Kenny?
Al finalizar el examen le damos submit y ahí termina.
Sí, cuando terminen de completar, usted le tiene que dar donde dice submit o donde dice enviar. Si lo tiene en español, le va a salir enviar. Si lo tiene en inglés, le va a salir submit. Entonces le da allí y una vez que le dé allí, ya se envió. ¿Sí? pero le tiene que dar submit hasta que ya está completo, ¿sí?
Ok.
Hasta que ya está completo.
Está bien.
Recuerden no cerrar la ventana que tienen abierta del examen, porque si cierran la ventana, se lo saca y ya le quedó una nota, ¿verdad? Si completó uno, le queda uno. Entonces ahorita si a alguien le dio ese problema, ingrese nuevamente y complételo otra vez. Pero no se salgan de la ventana que tienen abierta, si no, les va a pasar lo mismo. En la parte número 2, donde dice have to, has to, como les dije, tienen dos opciones, o ponen solamente have to, don't have to, has to, o la ponen completa. Creo que el sistema se la reconoce cuando la ponen completa, ¿verdad? Pero si solamente ponen have to o don't have to, yo entiendo que ustedes sí captaron la idea. Pero si me ponen algo revesado que no va allí, entonces ahí sí no, ¿verdad?
Pero, teacher, pero sí, o sea, la forma de responder solo es have to o has to. O teníamos que poner toda la oración, armarla.
Es lo que les estaba diciendo. Ustedes tienen dos opciones. Ponen
Ujú.
la oración completa o solamente ponen have to, don't have to, has to or doesn't have to. Porque esas son las cuatro opciones que tienen.
Sí,
Have to,
sí.
don't have to, has to, doesn't have to. O la ponen completa. El sistema creo que les va a reconocer como correcta la respuesta larga, pero yo reviso los exámenes uno por uno, así que si usted solamente le pone have to o don't have to o has to o doesn't have to, pero si es de acuerdo con el sujeto y está correcto, yo se la pongo correcto, aunque ahí se la tira el sistema como que no, pero yo reviso
Sí.
uno por uno.
Teacher, tuve un problema con el Inter y se cerró la página. No sé si se guardó todo el examen o me lo guardé incompleto.
Ahorita le digo. No, no lo envió. Usted puede acceder. No sé si qué le aparece ahora en la pantalla, pero usted puede darle atrás o darle acceder y le va a aparecer para que lo complete. Creería que le va a aparecer con las opciones que usted ya había marcado, ¿verdad? Porque no le ha dado enviar todavía.
Teacher, no sé si se puede, pero el significado stew o step de la parte 8, no sé qué es eso.
Stew es asado, un guiso.
Ah, ok.
Someone has a gecko over there.
Teacher,
Yes.
in question number 2, you say that we can just type has to or have to, right?
Negative form too. Don't have to, doesn't have to.
Not the complete sentence.
No,
It's not necessary.
you have the two options. You can write the complete sentence or only have to, has to, don't have or doesn't have to. The system recognizes the long answer, but
Just long.
I check the exam one by one. I check the exam one by one. So if you write don't have to, no problem. If you write has to, no problem. I will check it one by one.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Se guardó, pero no guardó la respuesta, entonces lo voy a volver a hacer.
Okay.
Teacher, can you check my exam? Is uh, charger.
Okay, I will mention people who have already sent the test. Um, Joshua, Carlos, Cesar, Cecilia, but she says that she's doing it the second time. Nancy, Melvin, Oscar, Constantino, Brenda, just that. So you have already sent it, Joshua. Okay, it is 9 p.m. So we are going to do something. I'm going to give you some minutes for those who haven't finished, but the ones that finished, you can leave, but wait, because we need to tell the attendance. So I tell the attendance, after the attendance, if you finish, you can leave. ¿Sí? Les voy a pasar asistencia, los que ya terminaron pueden salir de la sesión, el resto puede seguir. Okay, so I will show you the attendance. All right, Félix Ernesto Castellanos. Félix. Félix Ernesto Castillo. Well, he's there. José Mundo Ábalos.
Present.
Good. Carlos Eduardo Barrera.
Present.
César Benavides.
Present.
Cristian Cardona. Well, Felix is entering. Cristian Cardona. He's there. Adolfo Castro.
Present.
Cecilia
Present.
Castro.
Present.
Kenia Clara. She's there. Nancy Claudio.
Present.
Present, teacher.
Okay. David asks for permission. Melvin Gallardo.
Present.
Oscar Gomez.
Present.
Constantino Guardado Guardado.
Present.
Mario Hernández.
Present, teacher.
Good. Stanley Pina.
Present.
Javier Mengíbar. Well, Javier is there. Good. Brenda Orellana.
Present.
Good.
Present.
Daniel Peña.
Present.
Good. And I guess Constantino had problem. Felix had problem. Felix Ernesto Castellanos. Good. Okay, so that's all for now, guys. We are going to continue tomorrow. For those who haven't finished, continue. You have some minutes. Yes? So I see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.